Hello and welcome everyone to yet another Rome 2 siege battle. However, about this one's a bit different because this one's actually part of a tournament we've been organising in our Discord server, and on the defender side we have Viva Los Gatos, and Unicorn Stalker is in charge of Macedon. Then for the Seleucids we have Slan, and for Syracuse we have Kenny. On the attacker side we have Jonathan 44 as Egypt, we have Mechanic 007 as Averni, and we have Fight Me playing as Carthage. As you can see, it's a large map and on large funds. Both the rules for this game are 2 pikes, full ranged, 1 art, and Rome and Kush are banned for the sake of balance. So let's get right into this battle. I'll actually post a separate video explaining how the tournament works, but for a lot of you taking part in the tournament, you'll actually know that this is not the first replay of all the tournament battles, but I'll explain in a separate video why I've chosen to post this one first. So, I'll quickly go through the army comps. I'm not going to go into detail, but let's quickly analyze them. So for Carthage we have a lot of cheaper units over here, Iberians, some Libyan infantry, quite nice to see, and some Scutari, really good unit, Scutari. Then they have some Cretans, a couple of units of more Libyan, some more Gaelics, and then some noble fighters. These might turn out to be quite handy in the battle. And the general, you can see this, he's actually over here just to protect against artillery fire, because the general's noble horse, a very expensive unit. And then over here, Averni, so Mechanic 007, so 007, has 4 units of Celtic warriors, which have actually taken some artillery fire from the defenders. And he has 2 units of nakeds on these towers. Good move here, putting the cheaper units on those towers, knowing that they'll get taken out quite easily. Then some light horse over here, which have already actually taken 10 losses from the artillery. And a lot of chosen swords. The general, in fact, is also... No, the general's Oathsworn, yeah. So the rest of the units, I think they're all chosen swords, yeah. So for Egypt, we have... I'll go ahead and pause this quickly, because we have a couple of Nubian bowmen, a lot of Levithueros. These might be quite useful with their Pila. And then there's 1 unit of Galatian Royal Guard, a very good unit. I don't know if he'll be able to utilize them to their full potential though, especially if he chooses to send them into that gate. Also on these towers we have a lot of Thoraxes, very nice units. And then a Ptolemaic Cav over here, which has taken 5 losses, but this will be quite a tough unit. This could be really useful for the attacker. Some more mercenary Gaelics from Carthage over here, and the final 2 units for Egypt are Galatian swords. Quite a cost-effective unit, but can be quite good in taking out cheaper units. And then for the defender side, so Kenny, playing a Syracuse, has taken some Thueros, and then some Thoraxes, some more Thoraxes, yep. And then actually some Balearic Slingers. I think he's taken 1, 2, 3 units of Balearics, and his general is some Thorax Hoplites. Quite unusual to see a general as a Hoplite unit. Couple of Thueros, obviously to throw their Pila, and some Samnite warriors. Samnites are actually part of the Hannibal at the Gates DLC, so it's quite unusual to see them in battles like this. So we also have 4 Seleucids, so 4 Slan. We have 4 units of Syrian heavy archers. These will be really tough to take out for the attackers. And then we also have some Royal Pelters, and then some Silver Shield Swordsmen. Very nice units over here. And then obviously a couple of Thorax units. Couple of Thoraxes, some Hillmen. Yeah, so as you can see, Seleucid's army is actually a lot smaller than the rest, and that's because he's taken a lot more elites than the other players. And then you might notice that Macedon has one of the bigger armies on this map, especially out of the defenders, and that's because he's taken he's taken a lot of militia hoplites. So he's taken, I think, over 9 units, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So he's taken around 9 units of militia hoplite. And then 2 units of levy pikemen. 3 units of Cretans? No, 2 units of Cretans and 1 unit of archers. And some Thuero spears. His general is actually a Royal Peltus. Also quite a tough unit. And then some more Royal Peltus, I think, over here. Yeah, wow. 3 units of Royal Peltus. Quite a tough army over here. Let's hope these militia hoplites will be able to do their job. So let's go ahead and unpause this battle and see how both sides get along. So this siege tower has actually taken heavy fire from the defenders, so from Seleucid, from Slan. It's already on 80%, and I think, yeah, it won't make it to these walls. So Slan will, so the attackers, which is Fight Me, playing as Carthage, we lose a couple of units as this siege tower goes down, yeah. So these Libyan infantry actually lost around 40 men. Really good play there. So for so all the attackers are pushing up, except Egypt. I don't know why Egypt is chosen to hold back, but Arverni is actually almost at the walls. Carthage is already at the walls and trying to take on those militia hoplites, and then Egypt slowly starting to move up its siege towers, taking some artillery fire over here. So nice to see that. This Greek bastion Onega is actually, sorry, Greek Ballistan is actually on 70 kills already, but just some cheaper kills, yeah, on these Celtics. Good plays there. This archer tower will also be quite significant in this battle. It will prove quite a vital point to take, and it might be the key to holding this defense for the defenders and the key to taking Alexandria for the attackers. I'm not sure what the defenders are planning over here, whether they're just going to hold these little choke points or whether they're trying to lure in the attackers into overextending, but it will be nice to see what they've got planned over here. So actually the first walls have already gone down, and the defenders have cleverly pulled back their troops so that they don't take any casualties from the walls that are breaking down. I don't know why they're not pulling back this unit. Maybe they just, yeah, it's probably out of range, so it won't take any casualties. But yeah, so Egypt's also started to push up with its thoraxes. Let's hope they make it there soon. But yeah, this unit hasn't actually taken any casualties. Is this? I'm not sure whether the siege tower might have glitched, but I'm not sure why it's not taking down that wall for some reason. Yeah. So Arverni has gone straight in with those units of Celtics, not waiting for his allies. A very bold move over here. Let's hope that pays off. Really nice to see such a battle get off to such an aggressive start. Also with this unit of Celtics, already also gone in against those thoraxes, but it's, yeah, losing decisively, sadly. But I like how Arverni, so Mechanic 007, is playing this. Really nice to see. And over here, these mercenary Scutari. Oh, they're only in 23 men, but wow. So a unit of militia hoplites is losing decisively against a Scutari. Well, not anymore, but it was with 20 men. So a lot of Pilo or archers, no, archer fire coming in. So these archers will do a lot of work on all of these units that are trying to get onto those walls. So over here we have Arverni sending in a lot more troops, slowly just piling in more troops, and Egypt has landed its first siege tower with thoraxes onto the walls against some thorax swordsmen of Syracuse. So nice to see that this battle's going on so quickly. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, so I'm back. Not sure what happened there exactly, but anyway, back to this battle. So we've got Egypt going in solidly with those siege towers. A lot of thoraxes on the walls now. Arverni have committed quite a few of their units, but they're heavily outnumbered, so Seleucid's not having too much trouble with them. They're taking them out easily. Carthage though, Carthage might be a real threat over here. He's moved up his whole army in a good position, and the defenders are looking quite, I'd say, not quite weak, but they're not a lot of defenders right here. you can see Macedon though, they're holding back a lot of their troops, and I'm not sure if that's part of a bigger plan, or maybe it's just a misclick. Probably not though. Yeah. So some more of Arverni's Celtic warriors are breaking, losing decisively. We'll end on 73 kills. Hopefully these kids don't take any casualties from these walls that are breaking. Just 9 troops. Well, it's not nice to see. I'm not sure if these hillmen took any casualties. Quite possibly though. The Nubian bowmen, they're actually quite close to these thorax swordsmen. If I was Egypt, maybe, I mean, sorry. If I was Syracuse, guys, I would probably maybe just sally out with those guys, since there's no real units that are guarding them. Oh, and in fact, that is exactly what Kenny is doing. No, sorry. Yeah, he chose not to do that. So this Galatian Royal Guard is actually going to take down the gate. Not sure if I would use the Galatian Royal Guard to do that, just because a gate has oil in a ward's Hellenistic settlement, which means that they're going to lose quite a few of these very expensive troops. So over here, these siege towers, so this siege tower and this battering ram has actually not moved up at all, so they're probably holding them in reserve, trying to find a better opportunity to take down this gate. Over here, the tortoise, I think, for the attackers, yep, is moving up, and this tortoise might actually just be able to break this wall down and then kill this unit of thoraxes on the wall. Hopefully that does happen. That would be quite interesting to see. Very good move there by the attackers. A lot of archer fire coming into those Syrian heavy archers, and now with their backs turned, they took, well, not really, but one of the units lost 2 men. Yeah. Ooh. But actually, now it's become 9 men. So these Syrian heavy archers need to form up quick, or they'll keep taking more casualties. So I think, yeah, so I'm not sure what happened over here, but I think maybe this tortoise, so this unit on this tortoise was engaged by something, so it didn't finish breaking down the wall, which is quite sad. They would have made it a big difference if this whole breach point was down. Let's have a look over here. So this tortoise is almost, so yeah, it's almost on the walls. So maybe it might get to break. Oh, it might actually get to take down that unit. If Kenny fails to see that, the attackers might just get lucky. But I also think some of the attacking Egypt's thorax swordsmen might die. I think it'll probably be worth it. I'm not sure why they're holding back and not breaking down the wall. Well, oh, maybe now. We'll come back to it. So anyways, so some more Celtic breaking over here. The gate has now been taken out. But the Galatian, yeah, the Galatian Royal Guard, so yeah, they did actually choose to hold back, so good move there. Oh, so yeah, the defenders saw what the attackers were trying to do, and they pulled back. Hopefully the attackers don't take down their own troops now. Some of these Egyptian thorax swordsmen, they're quite heavily outnumbered here. If they're not supported anytime soon, they will get attacked in the flank by these other thorax swordsmen of Syracuse. Some more chosen swords being beaten, and balance of power is looking relatively even, possibly in favor of attackers, maybe just a bit, but that might just be my opinion. So I don't know if you'd realized, but before, this whole section was not being defended by the defenders, and now they've actually sent in a lot of troops. So Macedon has committed 4 militia hoplites against a lot of mercenary Iberians. I'm pretty sure we all know who's going to be the winner of that engagement, but the attackers might still have a plan. Yeah, they might, yeah, up their sleeve. So over here, some nice flanking fire coming into these Carthaginian troops from the Syrian heavy archers on 182 kills, really nice to see, and 171. Good use of these Syrian archers over here, and I like that Stan has chosen to keep one unit of the Syrians quite fresh for late game. Some more some more chosen swords coming in, and now it actually appears as if there's quite a few gaps opening up in the defense. I'm not sure if that's just me or if it's actually happening, but yeah, getting some nice peeler volleys, not getting a lot of kills though from that. And this unit of throwers is trying to pull back, but it will probably be caught. And if it isn't caught, this unit of chosens might just go in and flank those units over there. Yeah, so the attackers are definitely doing the right thing now. They're just pouring in more and more troops, which is the right thing to do, yeah, right now. And this battering ram over here is also going to take on this gate, defended by a by some Thuero spears and thorax swordsmen. But I'm not sure why they're not going to push up this siege tower. Personally, I would have just dropped this battering ram and used the siege tower to try to take the gate, but oh yeah, because they can't put a siege tower over here, so yeah. Oh, so the defenders are actually sallying out with those thoraxes to take out those Galatian swordsmen. Good move there, really nice, really well played, Kenny. Some more attacking Levithero spears breaking, and some more Celtics, no sorry, chosen swords now coming in. So you might notice that Arverni have committed most of their army. They've only got 2 infantry units in reserve. The rest is cav and archers, and the archers have also used most of their ammo. So Arverni is almost I know they still have quite a significant force, but all of their units are either engaged or have engaged at some point in the battle. So the attackers have succeeded in capturing all of this, I'd say. Yeah, but a lot of archer fire coming in from the Syrian heavy archers. Good stuff. Some more Celtics. No, I'm not sure if they were Celtics. They might have been chosen swords. Breaking. And the mercenary noble fighters getting absolutely skewered. Already on 60 men with just 60 kills. Really disappointing from these noble fighters. Good archer positioning from Slan over here. Really nice to see. And the defenders have actually managed to sustain this gate over here with just one unit of militia hoplites throughout the whole game. This unit of militia hoplites has just had 29 men for quite a while. That is a mistake, I'd say, from the attackers. The attackers should have committed a few troops to taking out that unit, because if they had, they wouldn't have that archer tower shooting in their backs. It would be supporting them. And I'm sure this archer tower has gotten a lot of kills right now. Few more units breaking, Macedonian unit, some more of the attackers units breaking. And now are we seeing, yeah, so what we're seeing now is this siege tower over here. It's actually chosen to move up. And this unit of thorax swordsmen from this unit of thorax swordsmen from Kenny has actually just managed to wipe out this Galatian swordsman from the attackers. Really nice, and it's only lost around 17 men. Also some more Egyptian troops breaking on the wolves. So good job here by the defenders. Yep, Egypt is losing quite a few units, and the light horse, I'm not sure why that was sent in, but maybe just to carve up a bit of a path. Yeah, some cycle charges, some hammer and anvil. Not sure if that light horse was used to its full potential though. Pharaoh spears breaking also over here. So yeah, the militia hoplites have finally been taken out by some Libyan infantry. Good stuff. Not sure if these militia hoplites will actually get to go up on the walls at some point. And as you should notice that Macedon is keeping quite a few of its archers, really expensive Cretan archers, in reserve. One should also not forget that Cretan archers are also they're also the best archers in the game, so good choice there by Unicorn Stalker. And then some Levy Pikes also in reserve, but from Unicorn. And then I think some more Balearics. No, actually they've got quite a few kills. I'm not sure if they still got ammo. They quite possibly no. So these guys don't have ammo, and not sure if these guys still have ammo, and they're still getting kills almost on 200 there. And these guys are pretty fresh. So yeah, some nice archer fire coming in from Arverni. And was that Arverni or? Yeah, it might have been Arverni or Egypt, but either way, some nice flanking fire coming into those mercenary Samnites. The Samnites are actually only on 36 men. Can that be? Yeah, so they're only on 36 men, which is because of all that archer fire that's coming in from Egypt. At the gate, we have had a Macedonian militia hoplite unit, Salial, against some Celtic warriors. So, and also, these mercenary Gaelics have broken down these walls and there's no units there to stop them. It's quite disappointing that the attackers don't have a few more units to pour into this gap. Because right now the defenders are rushing here. What Carthage needs to do, so what Fight Me needs to do, is just rush in this unit and maybe form a line here and just hold. You'll be able to take out these Thorax swordsmen that are quite tired with only 60 men. The bigger unit here might be a bit of a problem, but it only has 90 men also, so yeah. So our Verney have actually managed to carve kind of like a base for where the attackers can push into the city from. So good stuff by our Verney. Now our Verney has committed its whole. They don't have anything in reserve, no cav, just a couple of archers who might possibly be out of ammo. No, but probably almost out of ammo. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, all our Verney has now in reserve is 2 units of archers, 1 really depleted unit. And it seems like Carthage has almost like moved a few of its units from this flank that was really heavily pushing on the defenders over to the other flank. Slan over here, oof, some nice peeler from the attackers. Fight Me, nice stuff. Thorax swordsmen engaging against those Libyan infantry. I think the Libyan infantry, yeah, so the Libyan infantry are a bit better, yeah. But they've actually, these Thoraxes have got their money worth, 152 kills, nice stuff. These guys might be able to get a rear charge on one of these units. So the Averni sending in one of their units of chosen swords into the rear of those Thoraxes. If I was the defenders, I would probably slowly start withdrawing now. No need to sacrifice a lot of units to hold these outer walls. Just withdraw, reform a bit maybe, yeah. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen. So Syracuse is pulling back all its troops. I mean, if they wanted to, they could probably still hold these outer walls, especially Syracuse. Syracuse still has a lot of troops left, so well done, Kenny. But I'm not sure if that is worth it. Wow, so these mercenary Samnites, 342 kills, really nice stuff. Yeah, good kill count from Kenny over here. So this unit of Galatian swords is actually surrounded by 2 units of Thoraxes. Yeah, I'm not sure if 2 units of Thorax are necessary though, but if they do get rid of this unit quickly, they'll just be able to wipe those walls clean and retreat those troops to the center. Militia hoplites left to guard the rear, getting taken on by some Levitheuros. So the gate has now been captured by the attackers. So as we can see, all of the defending troops have kind of pulled back to this area, making their way to the center slowly, withdrawing. So some militia hoplites holding here. Oh no, actually some Levy pikes. So this might actually have been a mistake from the attackers, but I'm not sure how much ammo they have left. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they've got enough ammo to take down those 2 units of pikes. They probably do, but yeah. So over here we still have Macedon holding strong with these militia hoplites. And the tower has been yet again neutralized by Macedon. Nice stuff. Good use of this piece of wall over here by Unicorn Stalker to keep this tower neutralized, keep this tower not firing on the defending troops. Really nice stuff. And I'm not sure, yeah, those are just some Pharaoh spears that have used up their peeler. Maybe it would be worth, I was going to say it would be worth withdrawing maybe these troops, but no, they'll break instantly if they are withdrawn. So the defenders are doing their best to slow down Carthage's advance. Quite possibly if I was Carthage, because of this narrow choke point over here, I would maybe not attack, maybe hold back for a bit, wait till this unit's taken down, then use the archer tower because it's in range to take down these Pharaoh spears. Yeah, no need for haste. They still have over half an hour left, so nice stuff. So halfway through the battle, we're seeing an evenly balanced battle. Balance of power is dead even. Both sides are looking relatively good. The only problem for the attackers is that the attackers only have, so I mean Averni only has 2 units of infantry left. So this victory in this battle, so that this capture of the, not victory of this battle, sorry guys, but the capture of these walls costed a lot for Averni. Averni sacrificed his whole army, mostly. Now some nice archer fire coming in from these Nubian bowmen onto these Thorax swordsmen from Kenny, causing them to break. And now these Galatians might stand a bit of a better chance. So more archer fire coming into those Thorax swordsmen. So now the attacking cav has actually moved in. The attacking cav. So now the attacking general has actually moved in to the city. Might be able to get. So yeah, good use of this little gap. I'm not sure if the. Oh, I thought the attackers were gonna choose to like go through, maybe take some archers out. That would have been really nice to see, but it appears not. So this building, guys, I don't know if you know that, but you can actually put some troops on this building. So that's what the attackers have done. They've put some troops onto this building, getting some archer fire onto those troops. So yeah, nice stuff. Over here, so the Averni general is now on the walls, trying to take out those militia hoplites. These militia hoplites, guys, they're a really cheap unit, but Unicorn Stalker, he's made really good use of his cheap army. The fact that he's taken so many cheap units has allowed him to invest into some more elites. So over here, as you can see, as I said before at the beginning, he's got, I think, 2 units of Pelters. Yeah, so he's got 2 units of Pelters plus a Royal Pelters General, so 3 units of Pelters in total. Which is, yeah, they're really expensive troops, but they will be really tough to take down for the attackers in the end game of this battle. So I'd kind of say that we're kind of reaching a midpoint in this battle. If the battle kind of continues to look, yeah, I might just pause this, skip this battle. So what I might do, guys, sorry about that, is just skip some of this battle, because right now it's not looking as if, yeah, both of the sides are just forming up a bit, taking down the last remaining units outside. So if nothing really happens, I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then maybe just skip. So actually, so this militia hoplite has finally been taken down. So Macedon has, yeah, so they have lost this archer tower after a really good stand to hold it. Very well played by Unicorn Stalker. So I'm not sure why Averni is sending in its units right now without waiting for his allies. Yeah, so this unit of Chosen Swords, it could have been used to great effect and just charged into the defenders. Over here we've got, yeah, so just the attackers kind of forming up, resting their troops, taking out the last resistance from the defenders that is still on the walls here, for example. Really nice Thorax unit over here, 168 kills. Nice stuff. These Nubians, 122 kills. Really nice stuff. So yeah, I think once these last few units of the attackers maybe get taken out, I might just skip a bit of the battle. Alright, so guys, we're back now. So right now we have Egypt that has moved up Nubian bowmen firing into these Royal Pelters. Not sure if that is worth it, because Royal Pelters do have a lot of armor, so they shouldn't take too many casualties. They've already lost a couple of men though, so yeah. Over here we still have those Sierras holding out. They're actually winning against these couple of units that Carthage is dedicated to taking out those Sierras. And what we can see actually out here is, I think this unit must have been chasing after a routing unit, and it went halfway across the map, so Fight Me has just realized and he just brought it back. So this unit will be quite a good addition to the attacking army. Over here, this Thorax unit actually is holding out steadily against 2 units of, so 1 unit of Galatians, 1 unit of Nubians, and it's got one hell of a lot. So it's got hell of a lot of kills. It's got 316 kills. I mean, there's no need for the attackers to really dedicate troops to take this out. As long as the gate doesn't get taken by the defenders again, it will be fine. So the actually, yeah. So the attackers, sorry. So just surrender. The attackers are sending in some more levy 2 arrows over here to take that out. And yeah, that militia, that unit of arrow spears is breaking over there. I think these archers have stopped firing. They probably still have a bit of ammo left. No, they don't. No ammo left. So Egypt has no ammo left. I'm not sure about. So these Cretans. So the Cretan archers actually have ammo left, and they should have a lot of ammo left since they've only got like around 60 kills. They've all got their bows out too. Defenders though. The defenders also have a lot of ammo left. No. So as we can see, these Syrians actually, all of them don't have ammo except 1 unit. So this 1 unit that I was talking about earlier, this is the 1 unit Aslan has kind of saved for the end game. Well, mostly. It's already got 160 kills, but so the defense. So neither team I think has too many archers. I'll probably be wrong with that, but yeah, I don't think they have a lot of archers. Oh yeah, sorry. So Macedon has 2 units of fresh Cretan archers positioned on this tower. These will be really deadly up here. Yeah, will be really tough to take out. Nice stuff. Over here we actually have the defenders positioning 1 unit of Thueros to kind of guard the flanks so that no troops can come around. Yeah, so the attackers can't actually move troops outside the walls and come around here. That would have been quite nice to see, but sadly that can't really happen, except obviously if they come by boat and land on those walls outside. Over here, the attackers have finally beaten down the militia hoplites and the Thueros and everything, holding this part of the wall from Unicorn Stalker. So these units of Libyan, Gaelic, they've got quite reasonable kills, 291, really nice. But as you can see, total carnage over here, guys. Look at this, one hell of a lot of bodies. And I realized lately that I haven't been doing a lot of close-ups, and I will try to get more of them done. Some nice close-ups, because I know they are quite a nice, significant part of the battle for some of you guys. So over here, complete carnage. As you can see, archers, hoplites, thoraxes, lots of dead troops over here. 1 unit of Nubians is actually wavering over there. And now both sides are kind of just taking a break, resting their troops a bit, checking what the other side has left. And if we look at the balance of power, guys, it's mostly in favor of the attackers, but just for a bit. So this battle could still go either way. These thoraxes on the walls, they're still holding out steadily with 369 kills. I mean, at this point, I don't know, but I would probably just disengage this unit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, because even if the defenders take this tower now, it's not really important. So yeah, so now the attacking troops have finally got the order to advance. So all of these units are now rested, they're fresh, they're ready for combat, ready to see some more bloodshed. So as we can see, the main defending army right now is Syracuse. They've got a lot of troops remaining, but the one with the most dangerous army right now for the defenders, I'd say, is Unicorn Stalker. He's got 3 units of Royal Pelters, so 2 in the general, and I think 2 units of pikes, if I'm right, or maybe just 1 unit. No, 2 units of pikes. Yeah, 1 here, 1 there. So I don't think there's a big chance that the attackers will attack from the back, since there's so many units guarding the rear flank. I mean, even this one unit of levy pikes could hold the rear. So the main assault of the attackers will be from the front, and that's what we'll be focusing on. So these units are just throwing in the peeler right now, wearing down these defending troops from Syracuse, and I think it is slowly time. Yeah, so what they're doing, they're just sending in some archers, just absorb some of the peeler, take down some of these troops. Oh, these royal pelters have actually chose to sally out. I'm not sure if that was a misclick or if they were not on guard mode or something, but that will cost them dearly. So they already got an attack in the rear penalty, and they have only lost a couple of men. But oh yes, they're losing decisively. That was disappointing to see. So these royal pelters have gone down. I don't think we'll see these royal pelters make their money worth right now, and they now turn their backs and they're getting shot in the back. And now both sides are just committing to the center. So now we've got a big brawl in the center, a lot of troops dying. Yeah. Here are some more close-ups for you guys. Yeah, so anyway, back to this battle. So I'm not sure, but none of these archers, yeah, so none of these archers seem to have ammo. So all of the attackers' missile power is in these Carthaginian Cretan archers that belong to Fight Me. So now it's only 2 attackers that have actually remained standing. Fight Me, who's playing as Carthage, and Jonathan 44, who's playing as Egypt. So nice stuff. I'm not sure what happened to those royal pelters that we were seeing earlier. A lot of peeler coming into these levy pikemen. Already down 50 men. Oh yeah, just look at their shields. Over here, the center is still holding, just with that one unit of thorax hoplites. All the other units are just archers, just sent in to slow the advance of the attackers. So this unit of royal pelters was the one that got almost taken out earlier. Now it's just been sent into combat. Let's see if he'll be able to get some nice kills now. It is quite depleted, so I don't know if he'll be able to get its money worth. But now we just have this one unit of thorax hoplites holding over here. Oh, he almost pulled away. I'm not sure what's happening here. Some misclicks or some, yeah. But on the rear, we actually don't have any of these troops that have engaged. But even if they do engage, there's not a lot that these guys can do. So I'm not sure. Yeah, these Libyan pelters probably don't have any ammo left, and these mercenary Iberians are so depleted that they won't be able to make a difference. Maybe these Gaelics might be able to put some pressure on the rear, but if the attackers don't bring any archers over here, this side will hold. So they've got a general over here and a unit of pikes, so they'll be fine. It's just the front that's not looking that solid for the attackers, for the defenders, sorry. So the units of pikes over here, oh wow, they actually broke without getting, well, they only got 3 kills. So good stuff there with the peeler and everything from the attackers. And there's actually one of these archer towers over here, I'm not sure which one. So this one over here is actually arrow tower, sorry. One of those arrow towers is actually in range of the attacking troops. So yeah, they carefully moved out their troops. And now some peeler coming in from the royal pelters into that carrion axeman unit, but they're not really getting, yeah, so for all of that peeler they're still not getting any kills. And now we've seen the final archers break over here. This unit of royal pelters is heavily outnumbered. Still an expensive unit though, still should be able to buy the defenders some time. Only 10 minutes left of the battle, guys. Royal pelters over here getting some nice peeler into those troops. but they're still not getting any kills, which is quite surprising. 2 kills up to now. I'm not sure mercenary, yeah, the mercenary Balearics don't have any ammo, so they're probably just going to be thrown in there to halt the attackers' advance. The real power point of this attacking army right now are these Cretan archers. If these Cretan archers get taken out, it will sway the battle a lot in favor of the defenders. That was Carthage's general may have just died. Yeah, so the general of Carthage just died. That's gonna harm the attackers' morale quite a bit. Yeah, as we can see, they've already all got the general died. Negative trait. These Libyan infantry on 408 kills. Nice stuff. 313. So Fight Me has done really well in this battle. Really nice stuff. Over here, there's only 2 units that are remaining of... So 2 infantry units are remaining. Yeah, I think it was these Syrian archers that might have unit over there. Yeah, some more troops routing in the center. Some archer fire coming in from the tower over here, because Macedon obviously has not used any of its archers except one. Except one. They've only used one up one archer. Quite a bit of routing going on now, guys. So 1, 2, 3 units are routing, wavering, and now we have. So Carthage has chosen to finally send in those archers, get some kills, wear down the defenders a bit. And right now, the battle is looking as if it's heavily in favour of the attackers from my perspective. I mean, look at the balance of power, look at the armies. The attackers... So the defenders might actually just be forced to pull back this unit of silver shield swords and committed to holding the centre. I mean, over here, they can't afford to pull this unit back, so if we just... And they've also got to leave these unit here, just in case this cav chooses to charge in with those couple of units. So right now, technically, they only have 1, 2 infantry units left that can hold this centre, plus this unit of silver shield swords that could be moved to the centre over here. So wow, it's going to be quite tough. Oh, actually, sorry, I miscounted. They've actually got 3 units that can hold this centre, plus that 1 unit of silver shields swordsmen over there. So quite a few kills on the Sorak hoplites. Probably get a lot more, but we're seeing quite a few troops here, a mass of the attackers shielding behind this tower not to take archer fire. And right now, oh, so the defenders, ballsy move by the defenders, they're choosing to move these Suero spears into those Cretan archers. And if they manage to do that, let's get this charge. So if they manage to do that, oh, and I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm not. So these Suero spears are taking out those archers. Oh my god. So the balance of power, notice the balance of power, guys. It changed now drastically. Wow, did you just see how it changed when those Cretan archers broke? So right now, a lot of troops breaking here. Really good move by the defenders. Excellent. I mean, for me personally, I would say that was the move that won the battle for the defenders. Now the balance of power has actually shifted just because of that one move in favour of the defenders. So these Suero spears really getting their money worth with 162 kills, but taking out expensive Cretan archers. 2 units of expensive Cretan archers and almost a third. So really nice stuff. Wow, really good move there by Unicorn Stalker. And in my opinion, that is what will be the deciding factor of the battle. Because as you can see right now, Egypt, so Jonathan 44 and Carthage Fight Me, they're looking... That was all of their ranged units gone. So now they've only got 1 unit of Cretans remaining. Unlike the defenders, which have 2 units of Cretans and maybe 1 Syrian. No, they don't. They have 2 units of Cretans though. So the attackers are heavily outmatched in skirmishing power. The Ptolemaic cav of the attackers managed to break these units of thorax hoplites. And now he's pushing through. Nice move there. Might be able to get a couple of nice charges. They might be able to go for those archers. Oh, but some unit of, is that the silver shields? Oh, a lot of peeler in the back there. But still, the unit of Ptolemaic Cav perseveres into the defending archers, taking them almost out. Attackers are choosing to pull out that unit of Ptolemaic Cav. A lot of kills. Wow. So this unit is quickly amassing a lot of kills. Really good play there. Now all the defenders need to do, the attackers, sorry, if I was one of the players of Just Surrender, of the attackers, I would just rush in my troops, go into this, try to take this right now, because right now the defenders have not got a lot of troops, and they need to push before the defenders manage to reform. So the general is still gathering kills, 138 kills now, and note that these are not just any kills, these are expensive kills on archers, on almost full health mercenary archers, but it will cost the general his life, and that might be quite significant. So another charge on those archers, but now, yeah, so the unit of Ptolemaic Cav is almost through. Might make it to 100, yeah, so it will probably make it to 160 kills, yeah. But he will be caught by those silver shields. Right now, I'm not sure why the attackers are not going into column formation and going around this unit of defending troops. Maybe because of this Royal Peltus. But, oh, the attackers are streaming in with all these troops. And they have taken care to move up these troops, preventing the defenders from moving back these levy pikemen. But they are getting a lot of kills with the mercenary Cretans on this unit of Libyan Peltus, which doesn't have ammo. Yeah, so right now, balance of power though is heavily in favor of the defenders. So yeah, I think, guys, 359 kills with the Royal Peltus, and now the mass rout has started. Yeah, so Egypt is breaking because the general has fallen. They've lost had a lot of casualties, moving up some thoraxes, but I think that's mostly it, guys. Over here, Carthage won't be able to do a lot just because of these pikes, and they have no ammo. So even if they do charge them in, it would just be free kills for the defenders. So yeah, the last troops of the attackers have broken almost. So you can see how a battle from 1 minute just changed to something completely different. Just because of this good move from Unicorn Stalker over here. Really nice stuff, seeing how these Cretan archers were undefended and moving up that unit of throwers into those Cretan archers and taking them down. Some more archer fire coming from those Cretans. Yeah, that's it, guys. So these pikes are actually pulling back. I mean, there's not, yeah. They're even just throwing in some archers now just to slow the tide. Gonna switch this unit of Royal Peltus over here. With this unit of pikes? No? Not sure why. Oh, so the archers can get a better angle on those troops. Yeah. And they will probably be outflanked. Well, that's mostly it. This unit of thoraxes is trying to make a valiant last stand, but the silver shields are just too healthy, too good for them. For this unit of silver shields, steady on 123 men there. Look at kill counts, 407, 480 kills with those Royal Peltus. Wow, excellent use of that unit over here. It might even be able to make it to 500 kills, possibly. No, it got rear charged, I think. Nope, it didn't. But I'm not sure if maybe they're not allowed to move through this, but restricted by the game. But if I was the attackers, I would have used this little gap a long time ago and moved behind the defending troops, but as it appears they have chosen not to. Over here we have this unit of Royal Peltus just engaging these Libyan Peltus, taking out the remainder of these units. These Libyans desperately trying to pull away from these pikes. Yeah, so that is mostly it, guys. Last few seconds of the battle coming up. So yeah, as I said before in the introduction of this battle, I will be making a video explaining how the tournament works, setting out the teams that are participating in this tournament, saying out tournament structure, saying all of that. Also, I'll be making another video, guys, about how what my objectives are for this channel, so what kind of videos I'm looking to make in the future. So please check all of those out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Gonna have a look at the kill count in a minute. So yeah, the last unit of Libyans, Syrians wavering, and now Egypt is the last remaining attacker on the battlefield. And yeah, that's it, guys. Really nice game. So let's have a look at those kills. Alright, so Unicorn Stalker coming in with 1,800 kills. I'm quite surprised that he didn't get more kills, but we shouldn't forget that his army was made up mostly of militia hoplites, and a really good move that he made was to use those Pharaohs, I think it was these ones, or either those, yeah these, I think, to flank into those archers and take out those Cretans. And for me, that is a move that changed the battle for the defenders. Yeah, some nice, nice kills on those mercenary Cretans. Over here, excellent kills on those Royal Pelters. Just 4 kills off of 500. And then for the defenders, here we've got Jonathan, 44. Pretty average kills on those Nubians. Galatian Royal Guard could have been used to better, could have been put to a better use. Carrying Axeman, really nice, really cheap unit, getting a lot of kills. Thorax Swordsman on almost 200 kills, pretty standard stuff. Cretans on 170, they could have also maybe gotten a bit more kills. 420 kills on that Libyan infantry, 317 and 313. Excellent kill count here from Fight Me, almost reaching the 3,000 kill mark. Really nice stuff. It's disappointing though that these noble fighters just got 113 kills. They could have done so much more. Really nice use of the noble cav though, 197 kills. Really nice stuff. Mechanic, yeah, 220 kills on these Chosen Sword, 197, so yeah, pretty average stuff with these troops. Archers quite disappointing over here, 100 kills for, yeah, could have been better. Oathsworn, 165 kills. Good stuff, good stuff. So then let's look at Slan for the defenders. So notice how small Slan's army is in contrast to that of Unicorn. He's got he's got 5 less units, I think. Yeah, so he's got 5 less units than Unicorn, but his army was much more elite. So Royal Peltus, 237, an excellent use of all of these Syrian heavy archers. Wow, really nice. 180, 265, 224, 242. Really nice stuff. So these archers getting around 900 kills altogether. 190 kills, Silver Seal Swordsman. Good stuff, but pretty average. Unit could have gotten more kills probably, because it is almost on full health. 237 Libyan, Royal Peltus. Yeah, pretty average stuff over here. Nice though, 167, 152, 133, 137. And let's have a look at Kenny. Wow, excellent use of the mercenary Samnite warriors. 349 kills, 149. Nice use of the Balearic Slingers. Really good stuff. And finally, some Thueras coming in with 100, 158, 132 kills. And some more Thoraxes with 134 kills. But these Thorax over here and these Samnites were really what done well in Kenny's army. Excellent stuff. So again, thanks to everyone for watching this replay, and make sure you keep watching this tournament.